Part 1. The Enigmatic Encounter. The moon hung low in the inky sky, casting a silvery glow upon the desolate stretch of highway. The air was still, the only sound being the occasional rustling of leaves in the nearby woods. It was the kind of night that stirred the imagination, where the line between reality and the supernatural grew faint. Sam was driving home after a long day at work. The headlights of his car cut through the darkness, illuminating the road ahead. The radio played a soft tune, but Sam's mind was far away, lost in thoughts of deadlines and responsibilities. As he rounded a bend, he saw a figure on the side of the road. A hitchhiker. At this hour, Sam wondered. The stranger's form was shrouded in shadows, making it hard to make out any details. Nevertheless, a sense of empathy tugged at Sam's heartstrings. He slowed down and rolled down his window. "Need a lift?" he called out. The hitchhiker turned, revealing a faint smile that didn't quite reach their eyes. "Thank you, kind soul." Their voice echoed like a whisper carried by the wind. Sam felt a shiver down his spine, but he brushed it off as a trick of his imagination. "Where are you headed?" Sam asked. "Anywhere you're going is fine," came the cryptic reply. Sam hesitated, his rational mind warring with his compassionate nature. In the end, compassion won. He unlocked the car doors, and the hitchhiker slipped into the passenger seat. Their presence felt both ethereal and weighty, as if a secret lingered just beyond the surface. As they continued down the road, Sam tried to strike up a conversation, but the hitchhiker's responses remained elusive. They seemed to be lost in their own thoughts, gazing out at the passing landscape with an air of detachment. Part 2. Echoes of the past minutes turned into hours, and the road stretched on, seemingly without end. The hitchhiker's silence gnawed at Sam's curiosity. "You've got quite the air of mystery about you," Sam said, breaking the silence. The hitchhiker finally looked at him, their eyes carrying the weight of ages. "Sometimes mysteries are better left unsolved." Sam frowned, sensing a deeper story beneath the surface. "Tell me about yourself." A bittersweet smile graced the hitchhiker's lips. "Long ago, I was a wanderer like you, seeking to escape my past. I roamed these roads in search of a second chance, a way to mend the mistakes that haunted me." "Did you find it?" Sam asked. The hitchhiker's gaze turned distant, as if lost in memories. "No, but perhaps my story can help you find yours." Part 3. Unveiling the Veil. The night wore on, and the moon reached its zenith. The hitchhiker's tale unfolded like a ghostly tapestry, revealing a life of choices and regrets, love and loss. They spoke of dreams unfulfilled and relationships fractured by pride and stubbornness. It was a story that resonated with Sam, a reminder that life was fleeting and choices had consequences. As the first light of dawn broke on the horizon, the car finally came to a stop. Sam looked around, realizing they were back where they had started. The hitchhiker turned to him, their eyes holding a mixture of sadness and gratitude. "I thank you for listening," they said. "You've given me a chance to share my story, and in return, I offer you a glimpse of the tapestry of your own life." Before Sam could respond, the hitchhiker began to fade, their form dissolving like mist in the morning sun. Sam's heart raced, and he reached out, his fingers passing through empty air. "Wait," he called out, but his words were carried away by the wind. Part 4. A Lesson Learned. Sam sat alone in the car, the weight of the night's encounter settling upon him. He felt a mix of awe, sadness, and introspection. The hitchhiker's tale had opened his eyes to the value of his own choices and the paths he had yet to tread. He turned the key in the ignition, and the engine roared to life. As he drove away, the memory of the ghostly hitchhiker remained etched in his mind. The encounter had been otherworldly, a tale spun from the threads of the unknown. And even though he could never truly know if it had all been real, Sam couldn't deny that it had left an indelible mark upon his soul. From that night forward, whenever Sam drove down that desolate stretch of highway, he would glance at the passenger seat, half expecting to see the enigmatic hitchhiker. And though they never appeared again, their story lived on, a haunting reminder that life was a journey filled with choices, and that the path to redemption was often as mysterious as the night itself.